First John 18 verse 20. This is what Yahshua said during his, let's say, his illegal trial, his illegal court case. John 18 verse 20.
Joshua answered him, I spoke on openly to the word. I always taught in the congregation and in the set-apart place, where the Yehudim always meet, and I spoke no word in secret.
So here Yahshua confirms what we know. He spoke to the world, meaning on a mountain, by the seaside, or wherever. He spoke to crowds or to individuals, and he also taught frequently in the congregation, in the synagogue, and in the set-apart place, meaning the temple. So he taught both, let's say, in a formal setting and in informal settings. Let's go to an example how a holy convocation was organized in Yahshua's time, in Luke 4 verses 16 to 24. Luke 4 verses 16 to 24.
Spirit of Yahweh is upon me, because he has anointed me.
No, starting verse 16, above.
And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and according to his practice, he went into the congregation the Sabbath day and stood up to read. And the scroll of the prophet Yeshayahu was handed to him, and having unrolled the scroll, he found the place where it was written, The Spirit of Yahweh is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring the good news to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to set away captives with a release, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh. And having rolled up the scroll, he gave it back to the attendant and sat down. And the eyes of all the congregation were fixed upon him. And he began to say to them, the scripture has been filled in your hearing. And all were bearing witness to him and marveled at the pleasant words that came out of his mouth. And they said, This is not the son of Joseph?
Until 24.
And he said to them, No doubt you shall say this proverb to me, Decision, heal yourself, whatever we have heard being done in Kappa, do also here in your country. And he said, Truly I say to you, no prophet is accepted in his own country.
So here we see a few things. First of all, Yahshua went to a holy convocation. Even though they did not necessarily accept him as the Messiah, he still went to people where, to a congregation where Torah was being read. And he was even allowed to read from the scroll. And he read from the prophet Isaiah, and then Yahshua gives explanation. To me, this sounds pretty much like a modern day, let's say, holy convocation. A message, a sermon is basically that. You quote scripture and you explain it. That's what Yahshua was doing, and that's what a true elder should be doing. Giving some explanation to scripture so people understand it. Well, if you read the rest of this story, which we won't read it, well, it turned out bad for him. People didn't like the message he was bringing. So that could be the case. that you have to bring an unpopular message. Again, Yeshua set a perfect example. We should, as disciples, as students, we should go to the Holy Convocation because that's basically our classroom. This is like a classroom. We are students, regardless of our age. We are learning from the teachings. And of course, we should always evaluate the teachings whether they are really true and whether this is really what Scripture says. We all know there are too many people around who put a strange twist on Scripture. They have their own theology and they want to prove their theology right, instead of just letting Scripture interpret other Scriptures. The Apostle Paul, he was also teaching in synagogues. Let's see one example of this in Acts 9. Acts 9 verses 19 to 22.
Acts 9 verse 19 to 22. And having received food, he was strengthened. And Shaul was with his taught ones at Damascus some days. And immediately he proclaimed the Messiah in the congregations, that he is the Son of Elohim. And all who heard were amazed, and said, Is this not he who destroyed those calling on his name in Jerusalem, and has come here for this, to take them bound to the chief priests? But Shaul keeps increasing in strength, and was confounding that the Yehudim who dwell in Damascus, proving that this is the Messiah.
Due to his training, the Apostle Paul, well, at this time he was not yet an apostle, of course, he was just a new convert. But by his training he was very well qualified to teach.